European newspapers, The Guardian in Britain, Le Monde in France, Der Spiegel in Germany, El País in Spain, all have urged the Biden administration to drop all charges against the WikiLeaks founder, Julian Assange. In a joint letter, they said this indictment sets a dangerous precedent and threatens to undermine America's First Amendment and the freedom of the press. The letter ends with the words, "Publishing is not a crime." For those who don't know, Julian Assange faces 175 years in a U.S. prison on espionage and hacking charges for exposing U.S. war crimes in Afghanistan and Iraq if he's extradited from Britain. The 5 publications partnered with WikiLeaks in 2010 to report on documents leaked by Chelsea Manning. The significance of these major newspapers, including the New York Times, demanding the Biden administration drop these charges.
Yes, I think this letter reflects a clear understanding by the press that the charges against Julian Assange threaten freedom of the press. The prosecution of Assange for soliciting, obtaining, and then publishing classified information would set a clear and devastating precedent in the United States that could be applied to any of these organizations' journalists going forward. It is a significant threat to the work of national security reporters and investigative reporters who rely on leaks of government information to report on issues of utmost public interest.
You say that an independent, free press is vital to any democracy, and I agree with you. But sadly, so much of mainstream media across Europe today is either owned or controlled by vested interests. And that's a huge problem. Big money controls most of our media, or people who have an agenda in how they shape the news. You also said that a journalist should not be punished for doing his work. I also agree 100% with that. But Julian Assange is in prison for over 4 years, and he was locked up in the Ecuadorian embassy for 6 years before that. And he is in prison because he spoke the truth. He exposed US NATO war crimes. What have we done here to protect Julian Assange? What have we done to see that he gets freedom and that he's released from prison for telling the truth? I want to know what the EU Commission are actually doing in this area, because I think it's really, really important. It is the journalist story of a generation, and we're doing very little by the looks of it.
Venezuela y Colombia inauguraron hoy el Puente Internacional de Tienditas, con el que ambos países completarán la reapertura de fronteras, iniciada en septiembre. La infraestructura contribuirá a reactivar el comercio bilateral. El puente, que empezó a construirse en 2014, nunca se inauguró y permaneció bloqueado casi 4 años a raíz de que las tensiones entre el gobierno chavista y el entonces presidente colombiano Iván Duque no permitían utilizarlo.
Ao ódio responderemos com amor, à mentira com a verdade, ao terror e à violência responderemos com as leis e suas mais duras consequências. Sob os ventos da redemocratização dizíamos, ditadura nunca mais. Hoje, depois do terrível desafio que superamos, devemos dizer, democracia para sempre. Ao ódio responderemos com amor, à mentira com a verdade, ao terror e à violência responderemos com as leis e suas mais duras consequências. Sob os ventos da redemocratização dizíamos, ditadura nunca mais. Hoje, depois do terrível desafio que superamos, devemos dizer, democracia para sempre.